for a limited time, $1 gets you full access to all the automotive industry news and content CBTnews.com has to offer. CBT News. Subscribe today. Welcome to CBT News with Bridget Fitzpatrick.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to CBT News. I'm Bridget Fitzpatrick. Thank you so much for joining us. Here's Zach Zigo with today's top stories.
Thanks, Bridget. Starting off our newscast, the demand for Hyundai and Kia continues to grow in the U.S., as shown by strong sales numbers over April. Hyundai sold more than 70,812 units during the month, a gain of 15% from 2022, and the second best April in the automaker's books. Kia also saw sales improve 15% year over year, breaking its prior April record with sales of 68,205 units. The news arrives just shortly after the first quarter, which saw both brands enjoy higher profits, more deliveries, and faster production. Up next, Lordstown Motors could be facing bankruptcy after allegedly breaking its contract with Taiwanese electronics manufacturer Foxconn. In a letter, the tech company accused Lordstown of abandoning its commitment to keep stocks above the $1 mark. However, the EV brand has denied violating its agreements and argued that Foxconn is still contractually obligated to provide nearly $50 million in investments. Negotiations between the two companies are currently underway. In a sudden change of course, Tesla has marginally raised prices for the Model 3 sedan and the Model Y SUV in several major markets. The two vehicles now cost an additional $250 to $290 in the US, China, Japan, and Canada, a move that arrives just 4 days after the last adjustment. The automaker has gradually reduced prices throughout 2023, offering lineup-wide discounts on multiple occasions. Finally, in a study, J.D. Power says that customers are becoming less satisfied with aftermarket service providers. Customers reported more issues with service facilities, staff courtesy, and pricing than in 2022. Respondents also experienced longer wait times and a lower quality of work. Overall sentiments have now fallen for a third year in a row, with quick oil change brands seeing the largest drop in approval out of all aftermarket segments. J.D. Power suggests offering amenities such as snacks, EV charging, and workspaces to improve customer experience. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next is Ryan Austin, Executive Vice President at Gubagoo. We'll be right back.
Delivering the news dealers count on for 10 years. Subscribe today and join thousands of other automotive professionals. CBT News, 10 years strong.
I'm Jonathan Dawson. Here on CBT News, you can catch the exclusive show, Mind Your Own Business, where we talk about the psychology of sales, marketing, management, leadership, recruiting, training, development. If you want to mind your own business, watch here on CBT News.
Digital retailing in the automotive industry has boomed in popularity among car dealers and consumers over the last 3 years. But to remain competitive, dealers must not only have the right tools, but also the right strategies. On today's Inside Automotive, we discover how dealers can bridge the gap between online and in-store shopping experiences with Ryan Austin, Executive Vice President at Gubagoo. Take a look.
How would you assess the current state of online retailing for dealers today?
Yeah, so I think that since that time, I mean, obviously we saw a huge move toward online retailing, and it really catalyzed the industry to move toward online at that time. And we've certainly made a lot of progress since then. I think we're in sort of a middle to last mile situation here where a lot of the easy fruit has been picked. And we'd all like this to be moving faster now toward online retailing being ubiquitous. And so when I think about where we were and where we are, we've really gone, if you think about it over the last, say 10 years, we've really gone from a world where dealers were selling and competing largely locally, right? In their local PMA and so forth.
Yeah.
To now they're competing nationally. You know, dealers are shipping all over the country.
Yeah.
You've got larger brands that have expanded their national footprint. And so you're selling a suite of undifferentiated products, really. I mean, if you're a Toyota dealer, I don't know how many Toyota dealers there are, 2,000, 3,000, whatever it is, you're selling against all of these dealers, right? The same products. So you need to think about, what is your product? And to me, your product is your experience of buying and owning a vehicle, right? That's really what you can differentiate it on. And so online retailing is a key component of that. And I think when we look at where we are at now, some dealers are really moving fast and doing great. Asbury is a great example of this. They reported their earnings, and they reported they sold nearly 11,000 vehicles online through their ClickLane platform, which was up just over 20% quarter over quarter. And so you see some of these dealers are really accelerating the move to online, and it takes a lot of fortitude to do that, right? It's a big process change, and some of the other dealers are, lagging a bit behind, and that's just the way it's going to go. But we need to bring the dealers forward. We need to bring lenders forward as well with us, and the OEMs. And because of the makeup of the ecosystem, we really need all three partners working in concert to bring it forward.
No question.
All right, be sure to watch this interview in its entirety right here at cbtnews.com. That wraps up our show for today, but we invite you to join us back here again tomorrow morning for all the latest news and trends impacting the retail automotive industry. And be sure to follow us on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Bridget Fitzpatrick. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.
CBT News, your #1 resource for auto industry news and content. Join the #1 most watched newscast in the automotive industry. CBT News. Subscribe today.